Hello everyone and welcome again to a new chapter in React.js with Skyy Rider Institutions. So in the last class we have learned till we have started a new React.js project, we have initialized it, and we have started and tested a default template of the React.js. Okay, so now we'll go to the Visual Studio Code and let's see the code structure and what are the concepts of React.js, and then after we'll move to the coding and HTML part. So let's just now I'll open my React.js project and this is my Visual Studio Code. You can use any other IDE if you want. So then after I'll go to open and then I'll go to the document, then React.js, then learning, and I'll open that. Okay, I'll just make it a full screen, and yes, I trust the author. So this is the basic templates and basic files which is predefined by the React.js family. So first let's learn the structure and what are the the pages, what are the files present in it, and then after we'll go move forward. Okay, so in this topic today we'll learn the concept and the pages, what are the things present in the React.js. So here you can see we have node modules, we have public, we have src.gitignore, package-log.json, package.json, and readme.md. So first of all, let's go to the node modules. Node modules is the the package or the compiler which is basically the Node.js have kept it. It is basically a compiler. You can say to compile the code, to run the program, it is necessary, and obviously it is different on any OS. You can say it is different on any OS. If you are using this in Mac, you will have different node module file. If you have in Windows, it is different, even different in Linux. So but React is OS friendly language, I can just say you. If you want to you have initialized in Mac and you have to do it in other Windows or Linux, etc., just delete node of modules and take it to the another laptop and just install the npm. It will find perfectly. Okay, so then we have public. So as you have learned, or I have told you, let me just recall it, React is a single page application because it uses virtual DOM. So how actually it is now, I will show you, because now you can see in our entire project we have only one HTML file. You can see we have only one HTML file. This is the entire, through this our entire website or entire project will run. So that's why it is the single page website, because obviously what is a pages? Pages is a HTML file, and here we have only one HTML file. So that's why it's a single page. Whatever the things are running out, whatever the things are showing it to you, it is done in a different JavaScript way, in a dynamical manner, as I have shown you virtual manner. In normal concept of virtual, you would be it is not there, it's just showing you like that only. So how it basically working, I'll show you right now. Here you can see we have the files like dog HTML, HTML head. These are the basic components of HTML. I'll just show you. To use a HTML, first of all you have to give a HTML parent tag. Doc type HTML is used because to specify that it is using HTML5, the latest HTML one. And then we'll go to the HTML and we have head. Head is basically the header part, the tab part, which is basically, which you can see here, it is basically the header part. This is the header icon and it is the header title. And you have shown here only this is the meta. Meta is basically for the search engine optimization. We'll learn it later. And this is the icon, and this is the same icon, and then you can see it is the title React tab. And in the body we haven't done, we have just given a div as root. Div is basically called as the division. Okay, inside the division we used to keep our HTML file. Here we haven't kept it any, and here it is blank, and we have just given it a ID as root. Just remember that ID is root. That's it in HTML file. Now let's go to the src file. Here we have one index.js. Here you can see we are importing anything and you have giving it by document.getElement by id root, right? So this is basically we are sending all our project of React.js which we have defined or we will define only in src file, and it will combine it and it will give in the id through root to that div folder. So how it is? This is actually React is using Babel script. You can know Babel script is a type of JavaScript, and it is basically for the dynamic, or you can say a DOM page. Okay. So our whatever the pages or whatever the code is running, it is through our app.js, right? I'll just show you. If you are using a Mac OS, then you can just use control and hyphen, it will open your terminal inside this only. So you don't need to worry of opening terminal other outside, because you can do it over here. That's why I'm using Visual Studio Code. You can use any other thing if you are comfortable, but I am comfortable with Visual Studio Code, so that's why I'll just use it. And I have already told you to start the project. We have to write the command as npm start, and it will start our. So you can see it is a page template, and here you can see it is a app.js only learning. Opening. I'll just edit the learn React to only learn. I'll just save it. You can see it is completely powerful, and it will update it within immediately within you will save the code, and you can see it is changed. You don't need to like other HTML and Word file, you need to save the code and come here and refresh again to check it. You will just save it and it will compile it. How many times you will save? It is a fast reload option it has in React. Okay. So this is basically done in app.js, or the codes are written, and in the index.js we are importing the app folder, and we are putting it and we are sending it to the index.html, and it is showing over here, right? So this is basically part of how we are using how the HTML or how the React component work. Okay. So first let just do one thing. I'll just clear the app part and we will write it again from the scratch, so that you would be able to comfortable to know. So how to start the project? First of all, to use a React or to code a React, we have to do first import a class, or you can say import a component which is called as React. In React we call the package as component. Okay, so first I'll import React from React. As you can see in Visual Studio, it will automatically import it, and after that I need to write export default class app and it extends React dot component, and I'll open the braces, and it is. So now I have initialized a class which is called as the app, and it is inheriting a component which is react.component. This component is present inside the React package. The class component is present in the React package, and we are inheriting it. So if you don't know the concept of inheritance, please go to Google and have a bit concept of inheritance, because it is the most important. Inheritance and oops concept do have a overlook on it. It is very easy concept, just overlook on it. Okay, and if you know it very well, then let's proceed. And then after we have to write it render, and again render is also a function, and then after we'll have to write return and enter. So this is the basic syntax to start a React project, or you can say React file, one page you can say. So now we have written this, and inside this we will write our HTML code. I have already told you, whatever the language is to design a web page, we have to write a HTML code, right? So now let's go and check how to write it. So now we have written this, exported, and we have imported it, and then we'll just give a parent element. We don't need to give any components like You can say the head, title, body and all, it is already given top. We'll just start with div and I will write hi and I will just save it. Okay. So after this, what is actually happening, I will just show you. After this, we are, I'm so sorry. After this, we have written app.js. We are importing that app.js, that class app in our index.js, like import app from double quote single dot slash. Why it is single dot slash? Because it is present in the same file where our index.js is present. And if it is before one folder, then we have to go for dot slash. Then you can see it is coming to the public src and all, but we don't have that, so we'll dot slash and app and semicolon. So now app is a component and we are putting it like here. So in React we have the capability that just like div, HTML, and you can create your own component. So for that, now class behaves like a component and I have put it over here and it is sending to the root, and I have just save it and you can see it is printing here hi. The basic syntax on the basic first programming in React, it was the basic first programming in React, and here you can see we have printed it. So hope you have learned it. I am just repeating it once more because it is a bit important concept. We have one HTML file which is present inside public.html, and after that we have one index.js file. It is the main root of the project, and we have app.js where we are writing the code. If we can increase our pages like app.js, ab.js, whatever you want, and whatever the file is there, we are keeping it over here and we are just printing it and we are sending that root to app.js. That's it. Hope you would like the video, and if you have any doubts, please comment, and thank you for watching us and have a good day. Thank you.